Earlier this week, not so long, we had a group of 5 people that collected the command and took themselves out. They took themselves out. There were a group of 5 people, but after the date, they all had to complain about each other's smell. We don't know who did what, but yeah, it happened. It all started with posing a question, and this was Linda. And actually, before going into the tweet, I think you might want to see the group of people that I'm talking about. The well-established, well-known personalities. Yeah, at least you know each and every person for a certain role. Yeah, we had Faiza, we had Pages, we had Emeka, the romantic Muchiga, we had Linda, we had Nyaf. You know her name disturbs me a lot. So it all started like this. Linda posed a question on her ex account. Wama, how do you politely tell someone that they have a bad breath without making them feel bad? Like, how do you politely tell someone that how do you do that politely without offending the person? How can you politely tell someone that, my guy, come on? People responded to her tweet, and this is what they said about it. Justin Natalie said, "It is unbeknownst to thee that the wind from thine lips hath the stench of 1,000 latrines. Woe is me." It has some kind of KJV version. Yeah? Then this is Francis Obita said, "Just offer him or her some gum or mint and insist she or he should chew chap chap. The message will be recorded." The message will be recorded. So just offer that someone a mint or a chewing gum and you're like, "My guy, have this, chew it chap 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 chap. I tell you something." So this is what he says. How would you politely tell somebody that you're kamwa? Yeah? How would you? Please comment. Tell me in the comment section as we're rolling through this. Yeah? It's so interesting. Bain Sports Commentary said, you don't need to hide anything. You have a friend aunya kamwa, Mugambi dewo, my guy, aunya kamwa. Don't hide things. Call a spade and call a spoon. Mugambe, uncle. Onyakamwa. Nzagi 24 says, some friends of mine, girls, in quotation, told me days back that I have a bad breath. They were like, "Hey, would like to tell you something bad about you, but don't get pissed. Truth is that you have a bad breath and you should try using a certain type of Colgate to clear it." So belittling. It's so shaming. This is coming from an opposite gender and not one. Actually, it's a group. There have been girls in quotation. Man, you're a giant. Let me hope you changed. Let me hope you found that certain type of Colgate, that certain type of a toothpaste they told you about, because, man, I can feel your pain. But I think it's better to surround yourself with such people. Surround yourself with a person that can really tell you what's up. You surround yourself with people that can really tell you if things are not going right, if you have something that is wrong about you. I think it's better that way. That kind of a relationship, it's a good one. So, learning onto this other one, which is Mullen Allen, said, "Well, I could simply say, hey buddy, so there is this new toothpaste that I'm using and I would like to recommend it to you as well." You'd have hoped to some extent. Yeah, you would have hoped. But then, that's what the Baganda says, yeah? You'd have hit, but then not so hard. You've told her or him the truth. So this is Ino. Ino says, It was so bad for him, yeah? It was so bad to him, for him that he had to end a relationship just for that. Ino says, I separated with my girl because of this. As if girl had a toilet in her mouth past midnight. No wonder some of you are single. Tap your single friend and ask, why are you single? It might be a bad breath that is leading to her singleness, to his singleness. Wherever you are, wherever you're seated right now, just raise up your fist, your hand, wherever you call it, bring it close to your nose, to your mouth, blow some wind. Smell that. Does it smell enticing? Or you can run away from your soul? If it is so, please, that could be the reason as to why you're single. Dr. Belinda, I don't think this was professionally, right? Having called yourself a doctor, yeah? If you are a biadala, it is not right. It's better to tell that person one-on-one, one versus one, than you coming on her Twitter handle and tell us what you told us. So Dr. Belinda said, hello Linda, I hope you don't mind me mentioning this, but I thought you might want to know that I noticed a slight odor coming from your breath. I just wanted to mention it because I care about you. I thought you might appreciate knowing. So, were you trying to mean that the guy who was asking for advice, the advice itself should work on her first before she applies it to the next person? Were you trying to tell us that, Dr. Belinda? Continuing with the conversation, sijja kyesibako nnyo ekyo, but yeah, yakayisizaawo. Continuing with the conversation, things got so interesting that these 5 people that took themselves out in a restaurant, ordered food, weren't there, they all started tweeting about the same thing. So whom should we blame? Please, who has a bad breath? Who has a bad breath? Should we take it that a person who didn't tweet about the situation is the one that is a culprit? Should we believe that? Because this is Nyaf. Actually, Nyaf, Romantic Muchiga, then Faiza, then Linda, Pages, they all tweeted about the same stuff. So this Nyaf says, actually Romantic Muchiga tweeted first. He said, most met some friends yesterday, but someone's bad breath from the moment. What was that? Oh my God. So far, those are 2 people that are complaining about the same story, about the same shit, about the same thing. Nyaf there and then retweeted, quoted the tweet. That is the right. Now back in the days it was Twitter we used to say quoted the tweet. Now should we say quoted the X? I don't know. But yeah. So she quoted and said, I thought it was just me who noticed the bad breath. Completely spoiled my appetite for the food. So the thing was real. But I don't think whether it was close to someone, failing to eat because of For those of you that don't know the people that I'm talking about, just look at them once again. Just look at them. They are presented to you on the screen. You can see them. 5 of them. You can see and tell us, who do you think had a bad breath amongst them? Faiza said, imagine starting your day like this. By the way, Emeka, if you're talking about our hangout, better clear the air because I wasn't even seated next to you. If there was anyone that had a bad breath, it wasn't Faiza. So, Madam Faiza, would you want to tell us that the person seated next to Emeka is the one having a bad breath? And according to the picture, that is you know. Pages also tweeted saying, me as me, I never had anyone with a bad breath yesterday. Gamba no gu navayo yarugayo yagirangu iwe titukwenda okutubuzabuza eh? Bagamba munayo omukiga yajja kugamba b ebere b, a ebere a spoon is a spoon and a spade is a spade. They won't confuse the two. He came out and said, nanyini kaze. So tata, your message was decoded. We decoded the message. We decrypted the message. Were you trying to tell us that the person that we were looking for, that we were all looking for, is Pages? Is that what you want to tell us, sir? Coming to a conclusive part of it, I think yes, you did all what you did. The 5 people that you took yourselves out. Yes, thank you. You had a greater time. You had fun together. You had an opportunity to sit on a round table and share a meal. Yeah, in this generation, it's not that easy to create really a bond that you can take yourselves out and grab something. But if you did, congratulations. The only spill out that you had, it was about you talking about an issue that was really so small that you could really handle at your levels. You're all professionals to some extent. I wouldn't want to dig deep into that. But I think the better way to do that, was to maybe find the culprit, sit that person down. And by the way, it's the thing you're talking about. It's a medical condition. Yeah, it's a medical one. So you might be there, could be someone is suffering with the condition that maybe she wants help, she needs help, he needs help. But if you come out in broad daylight and criticize the person, you make that person feel less of him or herself. The better way is come out, talk to the person. If that person changes, well and good. If it doesn't, if she doesn't, then find the next solution, including the next person. Even the Bible talks about the same thing. Yeah. If I knew, if my Bible was next to me, I would read you that very verse. If you have a problem with a brother, sort it out before you include in other people. If he fails, introducing the third party. If the third party fails, introducing the fourth person, like that. Before you do that, first sit the person down. I think that was the right way to do it, professionally. To find the source, to find the culprit, sit him or her down, then you'll be like, yo, oh yeah, come on, but we have something for you. And there is something you can do about that. And of course, thank you very much for following us. If you haven't followed, please kindly follow. I'll follow back, like, comment. Give me your opinion. What would you tell and how would you tell a person politely that, oh, yeah, come on, you have a bad breath? Let me find it in the comment section.